In this world, there are two types of men. Number one man is a man that women forget instantly. Even before he leaves the relationship, she found a replacement for him. And there's this man, and that is a man that women find it very hard to forget. No matter how hard they try, they see themselves talking in social media every single day. Even when she's in a new relationship, she can't help herself from talking about this man, even to her new partner. He's the kind of man that is very hard to forget. And what is the difference between these two men? Is it money? Is it confidence? Is it status? Like, what actually is the difference between these two men? That is what we are going to find out in this video. Are you ready? Because I am. Let's dive into the video, shall we? Hi guys, Official Man here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this YouTube channel, we'll talk about men's relationship and how to get you your dream girl. If you know this kind of content interests you, please hit the subscribe button down below, and with that being done, let's proceed to the video. So back to the question of today. What is the difference between the man that women fear to lose and the man that women forget instantly? The difference lies in the ability to make quick and decisive decisions. One thing that you need to understand is that women don't suddenly develop a loss of interest. Before women leave a relationship, trust me, they've shown you signs. Maybe it's the way that she doesn't pick your calls any longer, or whenever you try to call her, she's always making up excuses. She's always saying things like, oh, I'm reading for exams, I'm busy with exams, or just a bunch of silly excuses. But you know that at the beginning of the relationship, it wasn't so. Or there will be a particular guy that would always be causing issues in your relationship over and over again. Whenever you try to confront her about it, she always says things like, oh, why are you feeling insecure, or you're too insecure, or just a bunch of things. And you start judging yourself, you start feeling like, oh, maybe I am the problem. But trust me, the signs would always be there. But most of the time, you see yourself, you spend months working harder on trying to convince this person, or trying to please this person, or trying to show this person that the other guy is not the best option and you are the best option. But those signs are going to be there. Before she finally leaves, the signs has always been there. And that is the difference between a man that women never forget and a man that women instantly forget. Because this first category of men, they always learn to tell themselves the truth. They're never like delusional about their things. They're never delusional about something. When they see disrespect, when they see that they are no longer of value to this person's life, they don't spend their time waiting or trying to convince her that, okay, I'm the better option. Because you cannot change somebody who doesn't see the need to change. You cannot change somebody that haven't made that decision to change. And also, you cannot force someone to love you. That is what this first category of men understand. Once they know that they are no longer needed, they are no longer valued in the relationship, they don't wait for her to break up with them. Once they see that she's no longer there, she's becoming less and less emotionally available, because that is the first sign that you would notice. When someone is no longer interested, first of all, they start removing themselves emotionally from that situation. You start hearing things like, oh, I was busy, or maybe I'm going through a lot emotionally, or something. They start bringing up excuses, one excuse after the other. You notice that the communication decreases. Before, you guys speak every single day, but now, even once in 2 days or once in 3 days, she's always making up excuses. The first kind of man, he doesn't spend his time trying to analyze, trying to say things like, oh, what's going wrong, or what's happening also. He knows that this person is no longer interested. Instead, that time the other man spends on trying to analyze, he uses this time to try to start meeting new people, trying to go out more often. So at the end of the day, he's not the one that gets dumped. I want you to think about your last relationship. Actually, the one that she left. You notice that she doesn't leave immediately. The day she broke up with you wasn't the day she left. She left way before that day. You start noticing that there'll be constant fights, there'll be constant arguments, there'll be constant conflicts, because you're trying to ask her what's happening, but you couldn't make that decision to leave first. You spend your time analyzing, trying to hope that she comes back, trying to hope that she's that person that you fell in love with, trying to hope that she finally gets her senses and come back to you. But let me put it to you that imagine that you're the one that's left. Imagine that immediately you found out that this person no longer respects you, or this person is no longer interested in the relationship, and you made that immediate decision to leave. There are two things that will happen. First thing is that she might finally realize herself, finally realize her mistakes, because scarcity breeds value. When she knows that you're not desperate, when she has this realization that you're not desperate and you can walk away at any single time, she realizes her mistakes and she comes back to you. Or you save yourself the time and stress that you went through in the last 3 months. Either ways, you're the one winning. Either ways, you're the one on the winning side. But staying in an unhealthy relationship just because you fear being alone is just like being sick and hoping that you get better without going to the hospital because you're scared of needles, you're scared of injections. You will never get better. Instead, it will get worse. And if you're not careful, you might end up in an unfortunate situation that is going to the land of no return. The moment that you tolerate disrespect, you've already lost, because as time goes on, you start losing your sense of self. You start losing your self-identity because you start accepting breadcrumbs from women. You start being the guy that would get excited for even the barest minimum. The longer you stay in the wrong bus, the more expensive it is for you to get home. Think about this whole situation in this way. Maybe you have a company, you own a company and you hire staffs. And amongst that staff, you have a particular staff that is always disrespectful to the company's policy. You have a particular staff that purposely skip work without taking any excuses whatsoever, just stays and she feels like not coming to work that particular day and she doesn't come to work. Trust me, 90% of you guys watching this video, you dismiss that staff immediately without thinking twice. So why is it that when it comes to relationship, you accept disrespect over and over again? You find it very hard to take decisions. I want you to answer this question in your own time. So now let's talk about what happens when you start making quick decisions. At first, trust me, it's going to be very tough. You might even end up single for a very long period of time. It is worth it. But here's the thing, not making a choice is still a choice. Every day you don't change, you've chosen to stay the same. Every moment you don't act, you've chosen inaction. And every relationship you don't leave, you've chosen to endure. And trust me, endurance is not strength. It's just self-betrayal disguised as patience. So the choice is yours. So I know most of you guys will watch this video and you won't change. You'll just be motivated for 5 minutes and after that, you've gone back to your old ways. But this video is not meant to change everybody. It's just meant to change one single person. The moment you learn how to make quick decisions, you become that man that women fear to lose. Quick decisions are not only about leaving bad situations, but also about establishing your value from day one. But there's one thing that most men get wrongly: they swing too far. They either tolerate every single thing until they get destroyed, or they cut off people on their first sign of imperfection. The key here is balance. I call it the marker principle. She's late to a date once, fine, traffic happens, right? But once she does it again, she doesn't value your time. She cancels on you once, fine, emergencies happen. But once she does it again, decision made, she doesn't value your time. Simple. Give grace once, but never twice for the same offense. There's a proverb that says, if you're walking through a forest and you spot the same tree twice, it means that you're lost. So he who have ears, let him hear. I hope you found this video very useful. Which parts of this video resonated well with you? You can put it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a very big thumbs up if you found it very useful. And don't forget to smash the subscribe button to see more content like this from this channel. See you guys in my next video. Cheers.